Hello everyone, welcome to Vidikya Explain series. Topic for today's discussion is RCEP, that is Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. So in this topic, we will discuss about what is RCEP, the countries that are part of RCEP, India and the RCEP, and the challenges of RCEP, RCEP challenges. So about RCEP, what is RCEP? I've told you this is Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. So RCEP is a trade deal between 10 members of ASEAN and China, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand. So in total, there are 15 members. ASEAN have 10 members plus 5 countries that are China, Japan, Australia, South Korea, New Zealand. So in this topic, you have to remember the member countries of RCEP. They can directly ask in the CLAT examination that which of the following country is not part of RCEP grouping. So there are 10 countries in ASEAN and 5 more countries. So earlier there were 16 countries in talks, but India withdrew from RCEP in 2019, and therefore there are total 15 countries. So RCEP came into effect on January 1st, 2020, marking the formation of world's largest free trade zone. It is the largest free trade zone in terms of trade volume. So largest free trade zone in terms of trade volume. That trade volume. Okay. So now we'll see how we'll learn the countries in ASEAN. So in RCEP, as I've told you, there are ASEAN members plus Australia, Japan, South Korea, New Zealand, and then there is one more country, China. Yes, China. So now how we will learn. So in ASEAN, for ASEAN, there's a mnemonic. So you can see BCI, PSLV, and MMT. So that's how you will remember. So how you will remember this mnemonic. So first thing you know that BCI, that is Bar Council of India. So that's how you will remember BCI. PSLV. So we have discussed about the PSLV rocket in our ISRO lecture, ISRO series, and then MMT, that is Make My Trip. So that's how you will remember BCI, PSLV, and MMT. So B, Brunei, C, Cambodia, I, Indonesia, and then P, Philippines, S, Singapore, L, Laos, V, Vietnam, M, Myanmar, this M, Malaysia, and T, Thailand. So that's how you will remember the Asian countries. So you have 10 Asian members and plus China, plus Japan, plus South Korea, plus Australia, plus New Zealand. So these are the member countries of RCEP. So the aim and objectives of RCEP. Aim is to lower tariffs. So this we have discussed what is free trade agreement, what are tariff barriers, and what are non-tariff barriers. So the aim is to lower tariff, open up trade in services, and promote investment to help emerging economies catch up with the rest of the world. So it is a general statement. So you just have to remember that what is the functioning of trade agreement. The major objective of trade agreement is to reduce the trade tariff barrier and to open up trade. It will also help reduce cost and time for companies by allowing them to export a product anywhere within the bloc without meeting separate requirements of each country. Currently, there are separate requirements for each country, but now with this RCEP, there won't be a separate requirement for each country. So there will be single set standard, and if that standard is fulfilled, then the product can be traded between any 15 countries. This RCEP also touches on intellectual property, but will not cover environmental protection and labor rights. So this you have to remember that RCP, it will not cover environmental protection and labor right, but it touches upon IPR rights is there, but not environmental protection and labor right. So significance of RCP, why RCP is so significant. So RCP will cover about 30% of global gross GDP. So global gross GDP, it will cover around 30% of global gross GDP, and it covers around two-thirds of the nearly one-third of world population. That is around 28 to 30% of world population. That is around 2.2 billion people, and then around 28% of global trade. So you can see how big this economic partnership is, that around 30% of GDP, around 30% of global population, and around 30% of global trade. So under RCEP, around 90% of the trade tariffs within the bloc will eventually be eliminated. So around 90% of the trade tariffs will be eliminated. So now India and RCP. So India withdrew from RCP in 2019 largely because of concerns that it would open it up to Chinese goods amid an already wide trade imbalance with China and the failure of the agreement to adequately open up to services. So India already has trade imbalance with China. Trade imbalance with China. So trade imbalance with China means that, for example, India exports 100 $10 billion product to China, and China exports $50 billion. China exports $50 billion to India. So in this way, there is a trade imbalance that India is importing for worth $40 billion more from China. So this is a trade imbalance, and India says that if India will also take part in RCP, then it will open up India's economy to China way more, and the trade imbalance could increase. And also at the same time, India says that India is good in service sector. And this RCP agreement does not talk in detail about service sector, and the service sector is not completely liberalized and not completely open up in this agreement. Therefore, India says that there is one concern that trade imbalance will be there, and the another concern is that services sector are to be discussed, and because the countries are not agreeing on services sector, therefore India said, in the sector in which we are good, and you are not allowing us to go more deeply, and you are not allowing us to export our services, therefore it is not good for us to join, because it will increase our trade imbalance. However, we will not be able to export our services in which we are good. So two major concerns, that is trade imbalance with China and then service sector. So this is what you have to remember, that why India is not joining RCP. Now the challenges. The lack of participation by US allows Beijing to solidify its role as driver of economic growth in the region. So in this, US is not part. So and China is also not part. India is also not, sorry, US and India both are not part of RCP. And China is the only major power. And major economic and military power. So it is believed that in the absence of US and India, China will solidify its role as an economic growth driver in the region. So China's role will increase in Indo-Pacific region, in this ASEAN region. So this is one major concern. And another concern is economic gains will take a long time to materialize. It is believed that for smaller countries, smaller countries like Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, it will take long time to materialize the economic gains. And the third point is, while the big ASEAN companies will enjoy most of the spoils, RCP may leave smaller countries within ASEAN at a disadvantage, as the trade deal does not cover their major industry. So the same concern that big companies from China or big companies from Japan, South Korea will enjoy all the benefit. However, smaller countries will not be benefited from this, or will least benefited from this agreement. So these are the three challenges. So in this topic, you have to remember it is a 15-member deal. In why India opted out, why India did not join, ASEAN members and 5 other members, importance of RCP, and aims and objectives. So that's all you have to remember from this session, from this topic. Now let's go start G quiz. So question number 1, in which year RCP came into effect? Your options are 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. The correct option is 2022. That is 1st Jan 2022. Question 2. Which of the following is not a member of RCEP? So I have told you how to remember the 15 members of RCEP. So your options are China, Japan, Laos, and North Korea. So the correct option is North Korea. It's not North Korea, it's South Korea. For once again, I'll tell you MMTPSLV. So this is Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Myanmar, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, Singapore, Laos, Vietnam, plus China, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, Japan. So these are the 15 members. Question 3. Which of the following is not an Asian nation? Your options are, just now in last question I've told you who all are the Asian nations. So your options are Laos, Japan, Cambodia, Thailand. So the correct option is Japan. Japan is not a part of ASEAN. RCEP is a trade pact between how many nations? So how many member countries are part of RCEP? Your options are 16, 17, 15, 14. Correct option is 15. I've told you ASEAN plus 5 members. India was 16, but India withdrew. Question 5. Which of the following reasons are responsible for India withdrawing from RCEP? So the first reason is due to trade imbalance with China. That is, India already have trade imbalance and it will enlarge the trade imbalance. This is the first reason. Second reason, service sector is not adequately open up under RCEP. Third, both A and B. D, none of the above. So the correct option is both A and B. So that's all in this session. Thank you. Stay logical with Vidya, your best pal in CLAT Preps.